All right, let's get this little party started, shall we? I might put on my glasses every once in a while. Son, man. So I know you might not seem like it, but I did get my hair done today. I got like a twisty curly set thing done. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get into this. So thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching. Normally I come on here with nothing in particular to discuss as per the assignment that I have about 100 Days of Visibility. But for this one, I had to talk about women, men, and orgasms. Because this this thing that I wrote, I don't know if I can see people. This thing that I wrote last year seemed just as popular last year as it did this year, and it kind of perplexes me. Like, out of all the little meme things that I've written, that this particular one always seems to get so much traction, right? No, I don't want to tag you in the video. It always seems to get so much traction, which is interesting to me. Like, what is this? What is it about the idea that women are responsible for their own orgasms, or that men are not responsible for women's orgasms, that seems to bring such a response one way or the other? So the last time I wrote this, someone shared it and she was not pleased, and neither were the people on her timeline, saying something about how I was perpetuating the patriarchy or something like that. I don't even remember what she said. So I decided to share it again because it popped up in my memories. And I'm going to tell you guys my take on it. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I can, because I don't know. Okay. And neither were the people. Okay, just want to make sure I could be heard, because last time I was doing something, people couldn't hear me. Okay, so women, men, and orgasms. So here's what I meant by that, in case there's any confusion, and you can feel free to share this, and here's the explanation. And some people have already tumbled to it. Men are not responsible for women's orgasms. Men are not responsible for women's pleasure. Men are not responsible for women's happiness. And it goes both ways, to be sure and to be fair. For some reason, for women, we have been given this message that men are responsible for all of the things. And I know a lot of this comes from, whether we realize it or not, the indoctrination of the Disney phenomenon, the idea that we're supposed to wait, someday my prince will come type of thing and rescue me. None of us are immune to those thoughts, to be honest with you. And so we grow up with this idea and the beautiful writing of romantic comedies that we will meet a man who will miraculously just know our bodies and instantly know where to touch us and how to make us feel good, and that instantly this man will understand what brings us pleasure, and so we won't have to actually say anything to him. Couple that with the idea that many of us are raised with, the idea that women don't talk about sex. Women don't say what they want when it comes to sex. That's somehow this whorish or bad girl thing, like we're going to be silent and he'll just kind of figure it out. And then we wonder why we are not having satisfaction, not only in our sexual relationships, but in our relationships in general. Because we're not saying anything. We're making the assumption that a man is supposed to know, and that we don't have to actually say anything. And then we get annoyed when he doesn't read our minds, when he doesn't understand what it is that we're asking for. and we never said it. We never actually said what it was that we needed or that what we were looking for. So when I write that orgasms are a woman's responsibility, or that men are not responsible, it doesn't mean that in a partnership, in a relationship, that he is not involved in your pleasure, because he is. Of course, he's involved in your pleasure. But he's not responsible for it. That's your responsibility as a woman. It is your responsibility as a woman to say, I like to be touched here, 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 and here. It is your responsibility as a woman to say, this is what I like and need in a relationship. It is your responsibility as a woman to create your own happiness and allow your partner to be a part of that happiness. But what far too many of us do is we abandon our own happiness, link it to our partners, and then we're upset when they can't fulfill it all. Because no person can. And they're not supposed to. That's not their job. When we as women become responsible for our own orgasms, for our own pleasure, it puts us in a power seat of ourselves. We're not as clingy to the man that we're with. We're not depending upon him to fill the hole, and that makes for a happier relationship. It makes for a more secure relationship because we're not dependent upon this person to give to us what we can already give to ourselves. In the purely sexual fashion, a man cannot please a woman who doesn't know what pleases her. How can he find out if you don't know? Why would you send him on a wild goose chase around your body to try and figure it out without giving him any roadmap whatsoever? And then complain that he's not a good lover. If you want your lover to treat your body a certain way, then you need to let them know what it is you like. He may not ask you. He may not know to ask. So you let him know. Hey, if you're going to eat me, this is how I like it. This is what I do when I self-pleasure. This is how I like my breasts to be touched. This is how I like to be kissed. These are my erogenous zones. This is what turns me on. Here are my fantasies. As women, we can and should say that to the people that we're choosing to share our bodies with. If we're going to be that intimate with them, if we're going to allow them in our bodies, the very least we can do is give them information on making that experience as pleasurable as it can possibly be for everyone involved. And not lay back and kind of let him pump away in some type of mutual masturbation in which he's getting off thinking that he's doing something pleasurable to you and you're just waiting for it to be over. And then saying that sex was whack, when you said nothing to him about what you wanted, needed, or desired. We're so stuck, women, between this idea that we're all powerful while we remain victims. It's a very strange dichotomy, this weird space that we seem to be in where hey, Dusty, absolutely, agreed. Yes. And when we understand how we own our own orgasms, yes, this filters into every other area of our lives. So we're in this place where we want to say that we're powerful and, girl power, whatever this is that's running around, but yet and still we're whining and complaining and depending on men to come fix things. You fix it. You make it better. I don't like what you did. The patriarchy. Fix it. But at the same time, we want to kick ass and take names. No. As a woman, you're extremely powerful. But I think there's this fear. It's like this fear that if I as a woman speak up, if I as a woman say what it is that I want, is it that he won't like you? Is it that it won't be fulfilled? Is it that you want whoever him is to be the one so badly that you just won't say what your desires are for the fear that you won't have him at all? That's still not you owning your orgasm. That's still not you owning your pleasure. You are the chief in charge of your body. You are the chief in charge of your pleasure and what you desire and what you want. So yes, if you're engaging with a man, it would be helpful if the sex together was awesome and great. Absolutely. Help a brother out. Talk to him about what it is that you like, that you want. He is not responsible for figuring it out. Give him information. Speak up for yourself. Own your sensuality and your sexuality. Own it. Men are not responsible for your orgasms. Men are not responsible for your pleasure or your happiness. You are not responsible for theirs either. Again, to be fair. That comes from within you. And the reason why there's so many insecurities that are taking place in relationships is because people are always trying to make someone else responsible for their happiness. You did this to me. You hurt me. You made this happen. You made me unhappy. You made me sad. Giving the power away to everybody and everything else, then what the hell are you responsible for? If everyone has the power to make you angry, happy, sad, horny, pleasurable, orgasmic, what are you responsible for in your life? Because you're just at the whim and the mercy of everyone then. And no, this goes far beyond your relationships with a man. She looked at me a certain way, it pissed me off. She said that to me, it made me mad. So and so did such and such. It made me, like, everybody's making you do something. You're not in any type of power of whatsoever. When you understand that you own your emotions, you own your pleasure, you own your orgasm, then nothing else and no one else can sway you from how you're feeling and what you're doing and take you out of your power. We all have, Dusty. I've done it. I speak this from experience, where it was up to my ex-husband to do everything. And then I was so upset when he did not live up to the expectations that I apparently had set for him, that he did not necessarily have for himself. They were all my expectations. And so I was just so upset, because if he would just do this, and then it would all be okay. And then I wouldn't have to do any work, change, or be responsible, to be honest. Because I didn't want to be. I didn't want to put in the work. I didn't want to be responsible. Just fix it for me. Make it better. I don't want to have to do it. But I'm powerful. The fuck no. If you're powerful, be powerful. Men are not responsible for your orgasmic pleasure. They are a partner in assisting you in achieving it. They're not responsible for it. You can orgasm. They can orgasm. You're assisting each other and doing it in a way that expands who you both are. So orgasms, you can do that. They're not responsible for your happiness. Men are not responsible for that. You are. Hey, Shy, how you doing? Hey, Adina, if you're still here. Hey, Darwin. Hey, Jenna, hi. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. So I just wanted to explain that because people see that, and for some reason everyone seems to, I think it gets the most shares out of anything. It's the second time I've shared it ever. And it seems to pop everywhere. I mean, you know, Facebook and Instagram must love the algorithm of women and orgasms and men because, you know, it takes off with traction. But I just wanted to explain it and have people understand. And this is especially for women, because for women, for some reason, we seem to have this idea that men are responsible for making us happy. That Disney shit, that romantic comedy shit has gotten in our heads, and it has twisted our brains where we think that our life is scripted. We think this is Love and Basketball, or When Harry Met Sally, or, you know, You've Got Mail, you know, or Love Jones. And it's not. This is real life. And it requires women to own their shit. Own your shit, ladies. The fuck? If you are horny, say you're fucking horny. If you want to have sex, say it. Say it how you want it. I want to make love to you. I want some dick. I want you to fuck me. I don't care. But own it. Don't sit back all quiet like and be like, I hope he gets the hint because I'm scooching up next to him that I actually want sex, but I don't want to say that I want sex because then he might think that I'm easy, and I don't want him to think that I want him to think I'm hard to get, so that he'll want to actually be with me, because what I really want is a relationship with him, but I don't want to say I want a relationship with him because I don't want to scare him off. So I'm just going to scooch closer to him so he can get the hint that I want sex. Then he can kind of take it, but I don't have to be responsible for the fact that I said that I really wanted it because I was the one who initiated it, so I can go home still feeling pristine and good. And yeah, he just had his way with me, and I didn't actually have to own the situation at all. And then wonder why men are confused. Wonder why. So I just wanted to, hello Martha, I just wanted to come on and explain that a little further. I believe women are powerful. I believe, as the Dalai Lama said, that the world will be set free by women who are set free. I believe that when women stand in their own truth and authenticity, men will have no choice but to honor that goddess within us. They want to. They want to. When we give it to them and when we show it. And part of that is owning our orgasms and owning our pleasure. So no, men are not responsible for your orgasms. You are responsible for your orgasms. Tell them what you want. Tell them what you need. Tell them what you like, and tell them what you desire. In and out of the bedroom. They are happy to fulfill those needs for you. And if it's a man who doesn't want to, he's just not the man for you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Move along and find another one. Stop trying to make the one who's not the one for you the one for you, and then complain when he's not fulfilling the things. He's not the one for you. All right, that's it. Black Tantra group, just real quick. We've got, I think, one couple's pass left and a few day passes. So I would love to see you in Newark, New Jersey, November 15th through 17th. I will also be offering private sessions during that weekend. I will offer coaching sessions as well as lingam massage and body work. If you're interested in working with me, because I never say this in my lives, but if you're interested in working with me, I do offer private coaching. I do offer body work. Right now it's just body work for men. I was doing it for women as well, but right now it's just body work for men. So I do offer that as well. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one as a man, woman, or couple, if you're looking for a relationship, tantric coaching, in any of that way, just message me and we can begin to work on that. If you are looking for body work, if you are a man and you're looking for a tantric touch session, message me and we can get that going as well. Solstice Alchemy, the 40-day journey, will begin in December. I will be posting information about that once the retreat is over with Black Tantra Group. Right now I'm focusing everything on that. So again, come out and join us November 15th through 17th in Newark, New Jersey. I would love to see you. That's it for this evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Bye-bye.